something dad. What's the drop beat
It's
dad?
drop beat dad.
Unlike my dad who dropped dead.
No, not the dead dad jokes.
What's worse, having a dead dad or having a deadbeat dad? Well, find out. Roll the intro.
A podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits.
Welcome to the Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Dadless Robert.
And Charlie, who's just here and has to deal with Robert making these jokes.
Charlie, who, as they forgot to mention, has a dad who is currently alive.
I do have a dad. He is, in fact, alive. Both my grandfathers are dead, though. So, if you want to make those jokes, I can make those jokes. So...
Nah, it's not the same. It's not the same flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also cannot make jokes because right now I cannot laugh without sounding like I'm going to an early grave anyway because of my coughing. So,
Charlie, just stop coughing.
So I'll just die. I think that's the answer, is that I just die. This is a great energy for this early in the episode.
So today we are looking not at Drop Dead Dad, but Drop Beat Dad, Season 3, Episode 7, which premiered July 18th, 2016. Fuck the French, I guess. They don't get a special early viewing of it.
Yeah, not this time.
Not this
French
time.
People.
Hashtag fuck the French.
That's fine. You can fuck me.
I will need permission from my boyfriend.
Oh, I wasn't saying you, Robert. I was saying the royal you, as in the listener. You're welcome.
Oh my god, I hate you. Charlie, do we have post mail? No, don't cry, don't get naked. Fantastic. Okay. So
I want to know what your boyfriend thinks when he hears that. Don't cry, don't get naked.
Currently he is doing a stitching pattern ? Of the St. Louis Arch, because we bought this is something that we thought we lost. We went to St. Louis for me to record part of my video for the 20th anniversary of Percy Jackson. And we
go
went
go
watch it on YouTube. It has more views than I thought it would, and then I burnt the fuck out. Anyway, there was we went through the entire exhibit. We went up the St. Louis Arch, and then we went to the gift shop. We bought a couple things like how to make a sourdough start. I bought a little patch because I like sewing. I wanted sew patches onto a jacket I have. And Mac bought cross stitching patterns, and he also bought a book that was how to make bread, how to make sourdough bread from scratch or whatever. And I'm like, cool. And we came back. This was back in January. We came back and we got home and we couldn't fucking find it. We're like, oh man, the TSA probably took it or whatever. Yesterday, while I was cleaning the room, I swept behind the drawers, the dresser drawers, and we found the bag. And we're like, fuck yeah, we have the things.
Damn, you found it.
Happy
I love
times.
that. Sometimes that just happens, though. You know.
Yeah.
I definitely lost a shirt for many a month after. I want to say it was after the New York trip. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it was. I know what shirt it was. It was my Wicked T-shirt, and I'm pretty sure I brought it to New York because, of course, I did. This was before our lovely friend Erica was actually in Wicked, of course. And then guess where I found it? Behind the dryer. Behind it. So who the fuck would find that? Of course. No one. We should start talking about Steven Universe. So the episode opens up at Onion's house.
I love how it's not like Vidalia's house or Yellowtail's house. No, Onion's house. This is Onion, I guess, according to the Wikipedia, has his name on the lease.
Okay, but Onion is the first one of these characters we were introduced to, So it makes sense. Like, we didn't know about Vidalia until we were at this house. We didn't know that Sour Cream was actually Onion's brother until we got to this house. So it is, in fact, Onion's house. That is how Steven would refer to it, I think. The House of the Onion, if you will. So we're here. We're with Sour Cream. Honestly, this episode, I love Sour Cream so much. It just reminded me of that, how much I love him.
Sour Cream is, out of all the side characters, just one I always enjoy hearing from.
I think he might just actually be my favorite of the cool kids. I think I liked Buck because I thought he was like kind of fun and he had cool sunglasses, but no, I think Sour Cream's the one I would actually hang out with.
There is more to a character than just cool sunglasses. Is this correct?
There really is. Also, I still haven't forgiven him for Shark Club. This episode also debuts a new look for Steven, I think. I don't know if we've seen this look for him before, but it's one of my favorites. This is Steven in his roadie outfit, because guess what? Sour Cream's trying to do more DJ stuff, and Steven is helping out. He's got his DJ gear in a box, and Steven is wearing a tank top version of his star shirt. It's very cool because it's got like the yellow on the edges of it, and then he's got the fingerless gloves, the black leather fingerless gloves. I love it. I love it so much.
I can't believe Steven's rocking this like kind of punkish look. He's a punk. What a punk.
He is such a punk. I love it for him, and this is why I looked so hard for the Steven Universe official tank top. Because how hard is it to find a tank top with like yellow on the edges that is pink or pinkish, reddish, that color, and then have a star on it? It's iconic, honestly, to me, this look.
I love how Yellowtail, like that's just like how he speaks. And while Sour Cream can't understand him, Sour Cream is like, I get the idea. And he starts, defending. He's like, no, Dad, DJing is a viable career. Over 90-something% of Germans like work in DJing. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not true, but okay.
I think Sour Cream like totally, completely understands this language at this point. I think he's fluent in it. He just pretends not to understand it for other people because, he's one of the cool kids, remember?
I'd want to say this is kind of a joke because, like, based on the time, this is like right at the end where dubstep was like popular. It stopped being popular, and the Germans did the dubsteppins a lot. And I'm like,
that might be what it is.
But I don't think Sour Cream does the dubsteps. I think he just like generally does like DJing stuff.
We'll see if there's something in cultural references about this German stuff. I want to know where they got this from. I don't know. So Yellowtail, of course, is like, the only way to exist in life is to be a fisherman. Being a DJ is not a good job.
Shout out to all the fishermen who totally listen to this podcast. We appreciate you. We love you. I do not eat fish as often just because I'm like a huge fan of it. I'll eat a tuna sandwich every now and then, but like that's not my big jam.
Okay. I think, Robert, that's the poll for this episode because we could do polls. Fisherman or DJ? Would you rather be a fisherman or a DJ?
You have to pick one.
They're the only two jobs in existence.
The two genders.
I pick DJ.
You can't pick DJ.
Why not?
Because you are forbidden.
Too bad, Yellow Dad. Ha!
Steven and Sour Cream, they pass by Greg's car wash. While Sour Cream goes to the bathroom, Greg chats with Steven, remarking that business has been slow. Just as Steven's trying to reassure his dad that, hey, maybe business will pick back up, a bright green bus stops at the car wash. Obnoxious fucking color, which is suited for this obnoxious fucking person who steps out. Guess who it is, folks?
It's fucking Marty. And that is his legal name, I think. Fucking Marty.
I mean, somebody fucked Marty. Her name's Vidalia.
I think she's the only one who fucked Marty. Because God help whoever else did. They deserve better. Clearly Vidalia found better. But oh my God, this man. Okay, you get like, you go from the feet all the way up. You do one of those like sweeping shots all the way up his body and you see everything that he is wearing. This is an old man and he is dressed like this. This is an outfit that Buck could wear and it would look 100%. Cool.
100%.
But on an old man who's balding, I don't think he pulls it off. I think he looks kind of funky. I think he looks like he's trying way too hard. Maybe somebody out there could pull this off. Someone who is a balding old man could pull it off, but not him. Not Marty. He's a dipshit. So he's got fucking wings on his shoes. Who's this bitch? Percy Jackson?
No, he's he's just terrible. I hate him. It also sucks because he shares a name with like my favorite character of all time.
Who's your favorite character of all time?
Marty McFly, baby. Back to the Future is my jam.
Imagine the alternate universe where instead of the Pikachu hat, you chose like the Marty McFly hat, like the fucking rainbow hat from the second movie as like the damn meme page hat.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had to say. Yeah, so it's like they don't recognize him at first. It's like, oh, like, cool. That's giant bus. Let's get the giant bus. And Greg is like, don't tell them that I have like a free thing going on. Don't tell them about it. As soon as Marty turns around, Greg knows, oh my God, it's Marty? No. Nuh-uh. And he's a dipshit, as usual. Wow, the music biz hasn't been nice to you.
I do like that Greg, who was absolutely within his rights to be like, fuck off and die, Marty, is like, oh, well, Marty, hey, how you doing? Long time no see. Can I wash your car?
Honestly, Greg is too nice. And that's where Steven gets it from, actually. Like, Greg is just like, you know what? I'm gonna play the businessman deal because I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. I'm gonna make some money off of him because he does, in fact, owe me. So, also, Marty shades like blind Steven. What is this outfit? Oh, I didn't even notice the G on his shirt. It's the guacamole. That's what it is. Everything there is guacamole. That's why it's obnoxious. And then Sour Cream comes out of the bathroom. He's like, I'm so sorry what I did to your bathroom, sir. Or Sour Cream.
I mean, sometimes you just like blow the fuck out of a bathroom. I mean, sometimes
at
you
a
just
public restroom too. Oof.
Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, I obviously TMI, and I'm not getting into too much detail, but there have been a good chunk of times, like on road trips or whatever, where I'm like, I enter a public bathroom and I leave, and I'm like, I have unleashed biological warfare on this gas station.
Sometimes you just gotta, because like it's such a long trip, you know.
The shits you get on road trips, for some reason, are the most diabolical.
I think it has to do with travel anxiety. And also the food that you eat at gas stations.
Oh, I fuck with a good gas station food. Listen,
I love gas station food too. Gas station hot dogs.
Gas station hot dogs are great. Yeah. Here's the thing. Here, one of the great things about living in Jersey and like some of the other eastern states is that there's this gas station chain called Wawa.
Oh my God.
It is fantastic. Charlie, do you know about Wawa?
I've only heard of this through like you and other friends.
Charlie, come to New Jersey right now. Come to New Jersey right now. Let's go. I'm going to take you to a Wawa.
I don't have the money. Come back to Chicago.
Charlie, I don't have the money. Actually, wait. How much is a train to Chicago again? Maybe I could do it.
You were literally here and you didn't say hi to me, so I'm holding it against you.
And I had a 3-hour layover where I totally could have said hi.
You literally could have.
Hold on. So from New York to Chicago. That's not how you spell Chicago. That's how you spell Chicago. Let's say hypothetically I want to come this weekend and return like Monday. All right. What train? What are the prices for trains? Let's see. Keep talking about the episode. I'm looking this shit up.
Oh, cool. I will love to talk about this shit that Sour Cream put in this toilet. So I love this. Marty is about to give Greg the thing that he gives him at like the end of the fucking episode. Mm-hmm. Because that's the reason that he's here. He has some unfinished business with Greg. And honestly, on a first watch of the episode, you think that maybe the unfinished business is like whatever, like the promotion that he ends up doing at Sour Cream's concert thing. But it's not. It's this envelope, this mysterious envelope in his jacket. But then Sour Cream is here, and he's like, Dad? Oh my God, you're here? It's only been like 9 years, apparently.
You know what's fucking crazy?
What?
Flights to Chicago are significantly cheaper than train rides to Chicago. That's crazy.
Insane. I want to know why that is.
Capitalism.
My brain doesn't understand. Nope. My brain just stopped, actually. Train rides should be cheaper. I think that's how that should work. Anyway, sour cream, just like, the fuck? You're here? Also, his dad called him SC, and now my brain's just like, Santa Claus? Sour cream is Santa. Confirmed. They both have white hair.
I wasn't really a huge fan of SC. I don't know why. It just doesn't sit well in my brain.
I mean, it doesn't sit well because, like, this man has not been in this child's life for how many years? Like, when did you get so tall? 9 years ago?
9 years ago, Dad.
He hasn't been around for at least that many years. Probably longer. Because the music biz, you know how it's been. They're chatting for a second, and Steven's like, they're related? Huh?
Yeah, Steven, can't you see the family resemblance? And then, like, Steven gives a really hard look, and he's like, I guess?
It's the white hair with the swoopy, and it does work. Also, they both have blue eyes, I think. There's something there. They have the same skin tone. There are, like, actually, like, visual factors that do make them look very similar if you look at them for long enough. So Marty's like, hey, you know what? You got DJ equipment here. Are you setting up to do something? What? No way. This is shit equipment. You know what? Here's a business card with my contact info. I'm gonna, hang out, make up for lost time, actually. His card says Hype Man Promoter.
It is kind of funny how Sour Cream was like, why are you handing me this card with your contact information on it? And Marty's like, well, kid, that's one of the perks of showbiz. Laminated business cards. That's so cool.
I used to make business cards for cosplay things.
I keep thinking about making like business cards, but for like meme page stuff.
We should make business cards. We should go to a con.
We should go to a con. We should call up a con. Next year we're going to a con. 100%.
Yeah, we'll go to DashCon 2 again next year.
Hell yeah, brother. The DashCon 2 that we didn't go to this year.
I was trying to talk to, as I call them, the Barbie Chaos Squad, which is Ray's cousin Ted, and Juice. You remember Juice.
I remember Juice.
Yeah, because Juice also lives in Canada and apparently has tangential familiarity with one of the founders of DashCon 2. So my brain was like, you should get us a panel at DashCon 2. Well, Barbie Chaos Squad. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I feel like Barbie Chaos Squad would have done great.
We would have done amazing, honestly. Just talk about Barbie for however long.
So yeah, unimpressed by the idea of Sour Cream performing in like a random like rave. He's like, yeah, this is stupid. Steven voices his concerns about Marty being like this, reminding him that like he didn't treat Greg right. And Marty does this bullshit where he's like, well, speaking honestly, I fucked up a lot. But speaking honestly, I have so much cool stuff going on in the music industry. You should listen to me.
Fuck this guy. I don't like him. I really do not like this man. If there's any characters in the Steven universe, like worlds that deserve to be drop kicked, it is Marty and what's his name? You know that guy. The guy who came onto Stevani. I've forgotten his name now. Kevin. Yes. Marty and Kevin, fuck them entirely. Worst guys ever. Also, I forgot that Sour Cream plays his DJ thing on it looks like an old Game Boy. It's so cute. I love it. Sour Cream really did have shit equipment, but it worked for what he did, and people liked it. Oh, that's what Marty says. He says, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. It's not real talk. He does get a billboard with DJ SC at the beach, and it's Sour Cream looking real cool, and they're going to do it on the beach.
They're going to do it on the beach.
Just like Mr. Universe.
DJ SC is a terrible stage name. It's too many letters. At one point, you need to have DJ Sour Cream or name SC. You can't, this is not a good name.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think they can do better.
Right.
They should do eventually, when Onion grows up, whenever the fuck that'll be, because I think he's an immortal child secretly. But whenever he does, they should become a brother duo and become Sour Cream and Onion.
Ha.
Ha ha ha. So he got more roadies for Sour Cream, and Steven's like, oh no, I guess you don't need me anymore. But Marty tosses him a little lanyard that says official roadie, and Steven's like, yes! And carries a giant case of something all by himself, because he is literally So strong.
It's really funny because Marty's like, whoa, what's Greg feeding this kid? And it's like, nothing. It's not Greg's doing it. It's all Rose. Rose made this child super strong by giving birth to him.
What's Rose feeding this kid? Gem powers. That's
guilt?
what. Emotional damage.
Emotional guilt rubs.
And we see a small image of Yellowtail looking at them from his boat in the distance. So Yellowtail is paying attention to what Sour Cream is doing with Marty. So it's time for our concert, a little DJ concert thing. Steven gets the mic all set.
I love the joke where he's like, I gotta do a mic check. That's a good mic.
That's a good mic. Hey, is there a mic in the audience? Mic check. Cool. So Marty has to, go and introduce Sour Cream because he's a hype man. That is, in fact, his official job title.
And he gets on the stage, and instead of hyping up and promoting Sour Cream, he hypes up and promotes guac-cola, which is, I guess, carbonated guacamole. What's the thing? Not essence. What's the word? Concentrate. And it tastes terrible. No one fucking likes it. And everyone is starting to be like, this is terrible. It tastes like shit. And I do love how, like, A, they throw one at Ronaldo. Ronaldo, like, eats shit. I love that. And then B, I love that Ronaldo's trying to pour it on chips. He's like, it doesn't even taste good on chips.
Yeah, because, like, it's guacamole. Maybe it'll taste good on that or something.
It's carbonated guacamole. Not essence. I keep forgetting the fucking name. Concentrate.
It's fake. So, okay. Even better than that. You know who's the only person who likes guac-cola? It is Onion, who does not eat food. And that's how you know it is not edible.
For all we know, that's just like paint thinner.
Yeah, it probably is paint thinner. If I ever got Rebecca Sugar on the podcast, I think I would probably just ask, what is Onion?
What is he?
How old is this child? What does he eat?
We need to meet Rebecca in real life and make them a carbonated guacamole drink.
No. If we ever do a thing, because I do eventually want to have us in real life try to make some Steven Universe food.
Yeah.
Like I would try Lars's like special dish that he makes in like season 4 or whatever. I would try that. I will not try guacola. You cannot pay me enough funds. Not even through Patreon. You cannot. No. Can't do it.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. Clearly it is. And Marty's like, oh yeah, this whole party bus, all the equipment, everything, it's from guacola, obviously. So this was all about this deal, this brand deal, actually. And Sour Cream is so fucking mad. He's like, this wasn't about us? What about our father-son time? Huh? What about that? And Marty doesn't care about that. He just cares about this brand deal. So Sour Cream definitely starts cussing in this ma language. I love it. He speaks it fluently. And he blushes when he realizes he's talking in this other language. He's like, wait, I didn't want to admit that I actually speak that. When Marty's just like, what the hell are you saying to me? Sour Cream's like, I don't want this. I don't want this guacola. I don't want you in my life. Get the fuck out. Bye, bitch.
After that confrontation, Marty meets up with Greg. And he's like, hey, before I leave, here's the fucking reason I came. He hands him a letter. And then he leaves Beach City. Sour Cream feels like shit because he's like, oh, this rave failed. His mood gets worse when he sees Yellowtail speeding along. And he's like, oh, man, my dad's going to make me work to go fishing. Okay, Dad, let's go fishing. But to his surprise, Yellowtail hands Sour Cream his old DJ equipment. And he's like, I encourage you to play. He says, Rrr! But, it's like, it's encouragement. Sour Cream thanks his stepdad, calls him, I believe it's Yellow Dad, and then just calls him Dad.
Yeah. Listen, their relationship, it's one episode of like this, oh, my dad doesn't understand me. Like we've definitely had a little bit of that before, but it's one episode of this development where Yellowtail realizes, oh, he went to awful, terrible guy just for this support. I should be the one supporting him. And so Yellowtail changes his mind, and I'm gonna cry. And also Yellowtail brings his boat up, I guess, for a spotlight while they set up the DJ equipment and everybody's got the little glow sticks, and it's great. I love Sour Cream.
The episode then ends with Greg's like, yeah, the music business is really challenging, and he opens the envelope being like, truly what should matter to Sour Cream is his pursuit of happiness. He's like, money doesn't matter. It's all about happiness. That's what he sees inside the envelope is a $10 million check.
Greg is stinking rich. Okay. When we say eat the rich, does this include Gregory Universe?
Oh, you don't have to convince me hard to eat Greg. Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we want to eat Greg?
If you don't, I will.
Listen, have you seen the episodes with young Greg?
Yes, I have. They're probably my favorite episodes in the show.
He can get it. Young Greg. That man was hot. That's just me.
And then that's the end of the episode. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Robert.
We should get over to the Crystal Temple for some
Crystal Temple trivia.
None of the other crystal gems appear in this episode.
Wild. This episode reveals that sour cream can speak yellowtail and onions language, which we don't have a name for. It is implied that sour cream could speak the language in Shirt Club, in which he is seen talking to his phone in the same language.
The episode reveals that Marty left Fidelia and sour cream at least 9 years before the events of this episode.
That means that. That means that. Fucking what's his name? Onion is somewhere younger than 9. That's all we got. He's a baby.
Yeah.
This episode's name is first revealed in the episode listing on the Cartoon Network website.
Steven demonstrates the super strength he inherited from his mother when he can lift and carry heavy equipment that sour cream and others had difficulty carrying easily. His superhuman strength was already hinted in Arcade Mania when he tore apart an arcade machine panel and used it to destroy a screen, and in Joyride when he lifted and moved Jenny without any problems.
Ian Jones Quarty makes a cameo in this episode as a member of the crowd. Aww.
Guacola appears to be a play on the Spanish word guacala, which means to indicate displeasure, disgust, or revulsion. It is also a play on guacamole, a Mexican side dish that has avocado as its main ingredient, much like guacola, and cola, a type of soda.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't realize that it had like a double meaning. I love that. Marty's business card describes him as a promoter. This is likely an animation error with the intent that his job title is the tautological hype man and promoter. Alternatively, it may be an in-joke implying he is not particularly accomplished to the point he misspells his own job title, or a reference to the enormous coach he arrives in, literally pro-motor.
And now for cultural references. The episode's title is most likely a mashup of the phrases deadbeat dad and drop the beat. A deadbeat dad is a father who willingly chooses not to provide for the family that he created, particularly out of selfishness and irresponsibility. To drop the beat is to play music, particularly a bass or percussive backing.
Robert, it's called a bass.
Did I say bass?
You did, which is, you know what? That's a reference to Steven Universe, the movie, where Pearl is like, B-A-S-S, spells bass, and she's learning how to play the bass. When shown Sour Cream's DJ gear, Marty says the line, "What is this, a concert for ants?" Which is a reference to the 2001 movie Zoolander, in which the main character is shown a scale model of his school and says, "What is this, a school for ants?"
When everyone becomes nauseated from the guacola, Buck Dewey at one point says, "That's nasty," and in a manner similar to how Cleveland Brown from Family Guy says it. And now for Charlie's favorite section.
Continuity. Marty is seen again since his last appearance in Greg's flashback in Story for Steven.
Steven is once again seen in his tank top from Beach Party.
Greg's concert within Story for Steven is mentioned by Steven. We already know who I'm giving my pearl point to,
Yep.
and it is Steven's roadie outfit, because it's adorable! I wanted to cosplay as Steven, but a roadie specifically.
Right.
I like wanted to do all of Steven's outfits at one point in general. I still do.
I'm going to give it to... Have there been any little guys in this episode that I just have not paid attention to?
I think Sour Cream is a little guy in this episode.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Sour Cream then.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
What is our question for the episode? Did you ever wanna be something that your parents disapproved of?
Oh, I mean, I wanted to be queer, and then my
Besides
parents
gay?
disapproved of that at the beginning. Damn it, you beat me to it.
I mean, gay works as an answer, but like, I was like, do you have another answer for this, Robert?
I do
No.
not.
I still think this is still hilarious to me. My grandmother has probably forgotten about it at this point, but I do remember when she found out that I was bi, she was just like, "Well, you better stop that when you're married." I think she thought being bisexual was the same as being poly?
Hmm.
Question mark? I don't know. I want to know what the logic was there, but I've never asked. And she doesn't actually care about any of that stuff now. My mother just wants me to have a job that has self-insurance. And I want to do something that is fulfilling. Those don't exactly align to me.
No. Oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah, let's drop the beat, Robert. Drop that mic.
And with that, if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits.
Bizers. You can follow this podcast socials at thebitssupod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our dime line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/thebitsu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patrons here also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie, me, or if you cannot do that or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with Ray called Of the Eldest Gods, where we talk about the mythology book series by Rick Riordan, starting with Percy Jackson. I also co-host a podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to hear more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called the Damn Meme page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere in the podcast verse, you can also tune into my podcast, The Pit Crew, a show dedicated to dissecting the HBO Max medical drama, The Pit. The Bits is proud to be part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Super Scary, a love letter to superheroes, sci-fi, and horror movies hosted by Josh.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here. Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guest and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
Deus Ex Media.